Jokes and pranks should typically be funny for both sides, but these pranks, these jokes are just so mean spirited that it's just like, break up with me, break up with me. I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. Anyways, let's get to this Reddit thread. She says, am I the a hole for screaming at my husband to get out after he pranked me with flowers? My husband and my marriage is not going well. I'm very close to divorce and I've talked to him about it. I told him I wanted some effort. I wanted flowers, chocolate, a nicely written note, something that showed he wanted to romance me. He finally took it seriously and agreed. When I came home from a 12-hour shift yesterday, he laid out a trail of rose petals in our house. It was so beautiful. The trail ended at the kitchen sink where he had piled a bunch of dirty dishes, pots, and pans to clean. He said he got the idea from TikTok. I screamed at him to get out of my house. He left after arguing a bit. I cried. Some of my friends say that I was right, but others said he was just being playful. Am I the a hole? The fact that women are having to actually ask for affection is terrible. And like, this is where we get to the point of how you start things. It should be how you continue. If you started out a relationship dating your wife, dating your significant other, showing love and appreciation, you shouldn't have to be told to do that. And that's where there is a disconnect. It's just like, we're in a relationship. I can just sit back and everything is good, when that is really not true. And things were already devolving, going downhill because she had to ask him for effort. If this is somebody that you actually want to stay with you for the long haul, then you shouldn't have to tell them to put effort in. You really shouldn't. You shouldn't have to mention, buy me some flowers, get me some chocolate, because even when he does do it, then it's just like compliance. Like, okay, let me get her stuff. It's not because he really wanted to do it. So it's already downhill if you have to point it out, and it's not just something that is freely done because you think that your wife is special and deserving. But then, instead of just doing it, you prank her. Like, literally, this man is just aiming for the Old Man Mojo Dojo Casa House. He is aiming to be blindsided by divorce. He's just not going to see it come. He's going to be telling his boys, oh my God, she got mad because I didn't do the dishes. That's what he's going to say when she blindsides him with divorce. Now, for some of the comments, this person says, not the a hole. It sounds like he's ready for divorce too. Stop giving him chances. Yes, he is saying, divorce me. He's like, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. This person says, the effort taken to set up that misogynistic prank was likely greater than that required to simply get a bunch of flowers or show some romance as the OP requested. If he's not bothered about taking it seriously, then there isn't much reason for the OP to do so either. Could be two unhappy people who would be much better happier if they broke it off. Absolutely. This person said, I get the divorce papers ready, then leave a trail of rose petals to it. OP can say she saw it on TikTok. And then the person at the bottom say, no, she saw it on Reddit. Convivial Cat says, I'm old and a widow, and I had a very long and loving relationship with my husband. He had a fantastic sense of humor and often did very silly things to get a laugh out of me. Our marriage was solid because he would never have let me come home from a 12-hour shift to rose petals leading to a dirty sink of dishes. He would have had rose petals leading to a sparkling kitchen, dinner ready, and with him dressed in a French maid outfit, probably with his butt hanging out. God, I miss that man. Anyway, what your husband did, especially knowing how much you were really needing some romance, was incredibly cruel and tone deaf. I don't think this one is a keeper, OP. And then this person says, very well said. And for the record, your husband and relationship sound like they were truly incredible. I hope to have that someday with all my heart. And so pranks and jokes can be funny, but coming at the expense of somebody else, making that person the butt of the joke and thinking that you're going to get a laugh out of it is not humor. Now, the OP is talking to that woman above. She says, I'm sorry for your loss. Your husband sounds like an incredible man who loved you very, very much. I wish I had that kind of love. She's married, but she's not feeling that kind of love. That's where she is. So this person says, not the a-hole. Is he trying to get a divorce without outright initiating it? That's the only explanation I can think of other than him being obtuse. And then the OP says, he thought I should find it funny. I don't even know why. And then the person responded with, yeah, his thinking hasn't worked out well recently, has it? If my relationship was on the rocks, the last thing I would do is attempt a cruddy TikTok prank on my drifting partner. And then someone says, TikTok is a pestilence. And I'm on TikTok. I don't think it's a pestilence. I think you can use it for good. This person says, did he film you? That's not playful, especially when the stakes are high. Get him a fake winning lottery ticket, then hand him a divorce decree. And then the OP said he had his phone out. I don't think he posted it, but if he does, I'm done. I actually found the original or maybe one of the TikTok pranks he used as inspiration. The comments even pointed out how messed up it was to do. I would give him a fake lottery ticket if I didn't know he would make a fuss about it. So she's still kind of caring about what he thinks and his feelings when he's not concerned about hers. So this person says they quoted her saying, I don't think he posted it, but if he does, I'm done. And they said, honey, it sounds like you're done already. And this person says probably should be done. I don't think she's there yet. Minimizing the mean things he does like this, pretending he's a better person than he is, having unrealistic beliefs that things will get better with no road plan for getting there. And then what I circled in yellow. She doesn't sound done. She wants sympathy. She will keep letting things slide. And from what I just read above, that was her opinion or her comment. I think that this circled in yellow is correct. I don't think she's done just yet. She's getting close, but I don't think she's completely ready to close the door. But you guys go ahead and weigh in on this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. So let's talk about money in relationships. These people are both 33. She says, my boyfriend and I have finally picked out an engagement ring, and he said, since I'm buying it, can I get out of paying you rent this month? Blink, 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 blink. She continues with, is this fair? The ring we picked out is slightly under the budget we've been discussing for the ring this whole time. He lives with me and pays me rent each month and takes care of 80% of the mortgage payment, but I still have our condo fee, all of the other bills, internet, gas, electricity, water, streaming services, and groceries that I pay for. So it's not like he's contributing more towards us living. I do make substantially more than him, but he has quite a bit more in savings than I do right now because he sold his house to move in with me and made a decent profit. Am I being greedy and unreasonable, or should I just buy the ring for myself and ask myself to marry me? Edit. 80% of the mortgage. Poorly explained this. What I mean is his rent equates to 80% of the mortgage, but I don't have an expensive mortgage. I pay for 70 to 75% of our monthly expenditures, and he pays for the rest with how much his rent totals up. More context. The ring is $3,000. We both agreed on this. I offered to pay for half at one point and he refused. Now, right before we're about to buy the ring, he's asking this question about not paying rent. Edit 2. Thanks everyone for your comments. We are going to have a discussion when we're back home later. I apologize for not explaining the financial situation with how much we're both contributing correctly in the original post and any confusion that caused. I'm not going to respond to any additional comments because I'm a bit overwhelmed by how much this blew up, but I appreciate all of your perspectives and I'm grateful the responses were not all one-sided. I don't know about y'all, but this is not sounding like it's starting off correctly. The fact that he moved in with her, that they are splitting the bills like this, that she makes substantially more, that he's even asking this question, he's going to feel emasculated. He's going to get insecure. She's going to get bitter. I'm just saying the things that we have seen consistently. And I don't think that this is a good situation to start off with. They are both in their 30s, so the front of their brains have already fully formed, so there's no excuse with that. But how they are doing this does not seem like they put very much thought into this. This just doesn't sound that good to me, but you guys can weigh in. Let's do some of the. This person says, I will put the engagement on hold and discuss the finances in depth. And then the OP says, 100% agree on this. I'm going to tell him that later when we're both back home. Somebody says, update us, please, and good luck. And this person says, just so you know, there's no correct way to do finances and marriage, despite what all the judgy people are saying in the comments. The only correct way is to talk about it beforehand and come to an agreement together. Then this person says, maybe right, but you can't just stop participating in the monthly expenses just because I paid X, Y, and Z. Then don't pay it or don't get married if not able to afford it. Buying a ring is no exploit getting anyone a medal of merit. Also, they had talked about it. They had agreed upon a price range and that he insisted on paying it alone. Yet he still chose to blindside her with this demand to not contribute to the mortgage that month. Even the best talking doesn't prevent from getting blindsided. This person says, to me, it's embarrassing to ask to not pay your share because of an engagement ring that's supposed to be a gift to her from you. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth, a tit for tat. Somebody else says, agree. If my husband suggested I pay for half of my ring or my ring, nope. To me, that is a potential red flag of future problems with bills and money. I've been married a long time. He saved and bought my ring, but we were together over 2 years before I got a ring. He saved his money and surprised me with a ring, not asking for me to contribute to said ring. Exactly. So this one is yeah, I don't really know how this one's going to land, but it just doesn't sit right to me. You guys go ahead and weigh in. I'm not going to do all of these comments, but weigh in. So I believe that this verbal vomit was found on Twitter, and someone took a screenshot and put it on Reddit so that we could laugh. And now I'm bringing it to you. This man says, women want to get with me till I tell them delete the social media. Women want a chance with this till I tell them to listen to what I say. Women want a chance with me till I tell them to learn something new. Women want a chance to be a wife till I make them understand they have to leave their father's family behind. Women want a chance to be something in my life until they have to learn new habits. Women want a man until a man wants her to be a woman. Women want a man until they realize what it actually takes to integrate with a man. A man doesn't join with a woman, it's the other way around. You take on my last name, which means, yes, you are my newest possession, and my possessions represent me. You cannot be the old you. You can only be the new one that fits. There was your life before me, then there's the one after. You women are having a hard time realizing this because y'all don't want to listen to a man you want, yet the very things you want from him is the reason you should listen. Can't have one foot in my yard and the other in someone else's. Woman serves man. It's simple. So what you really need to understand that they really do dehumanize us. They really don't see us as being human beings that have our own wants, needs, creativity, intelligence, nothing. Once we become a wife to them, we are theirs, their property. And so many of these people are still living in that world where women are possessions. That's the reason why they can't stand feminists, they can't stand feminism, because that was women's way of asserting that yes, I want opportunities to do my own thing, to have my own money, my say what I want to do with my body, and they can't stand it. Where he's talking about, um, you are my newest possession. That is the reason why it's so easy for them to get rid of women and upgrade. That's the reason why they talk about us as if we are literal possessions, because that's how they truly feel. And this was kind of entertaining to like laugh at the audacity, but this is how many of them really feel. That's the reason why they're able to talk about us in such dehumanizing terms, because they don't really see us as fully autonomous humans. They see us as property. And the fact that he is on Twitter typing this long thing is that women just simply don't want to be this way. When what women want, he thinks that women want him, and that we're just not willing to give up our own humanity to be with him. Now, let's look at some of these comments. This person says the bit about leaving the father's family behind somehow is the creepiest. Why would you see a healthy relationship with family as a threat? This guy is probably already in prison for assault since this first came around. And then this person says, oh, that's easy if you read the entire thing. You were your father's possession, and now you're mine. possessions, slaves, can't have two owners. Sadly, most of the guys I've run into who spout this bull were in the church. Absolutely. So as more and more of us leave the church, we are not able to like connect it with this line of thinking. It causes us to glitch like, I am not your possession. I'm not my daddy's possession. I belong to me. And it is causing this disconnect that we can't even communicate correctly because these people really believe that women should belong to somebody. Then this person says, no, this makes so much sense. No, I hate it. So this person says it's possibly a reference to the Bible, which it could be, but more and more are not needing a Bible to, justify our beliefs. And we can actually live without a rule book created, however long ago. This person says no woman, in fact, ever wanted him. And that's what I kind of think kind of sums it up. This person says, I bet if he goes for a walk in the woods, it's completely silent because all of the animals, bugs included, have run away or are hiding from him. And I think I'm going to end it with that because this is probably why this man is giving us all of these words, because nobody wants him. No bugs, no animals, flowers shut down when this man walks by. You guys let me know what you think on this. Are you possessions? Do you feel like you should lose your identity because you get married? I don't, but that's me. But I'm also agnostic and don't believe that women are possessions. But that's me. Y'all like, comment, share.